The next year is shaping up to be one of the most critical periods in Ford's modern history. For over a century, the Blue Oval has been a central figure in the automotive world, pioneering everything from assembly line production to performance icons like the Mustang and F-150. But in recent decades, Ford has faced major challenges: rising competition, changing consumer preferences, and the global push toward electrification. 2026 will mark a turning point. Ford isn't just updating existing models, it's rolling out 3 all-new vehicles, each designed to break new ground and expand Ford's presence into markets where it has either retreated or never fully explored. These vehicles, the 2026 Ford Ranchero mini pickup, the 2026 Ford Taurus sedan revival, and the radical 2026 Ford Mustang Raptor, showcase Ford's willingness to take risks. The announcement came straight from the top. Ford's CEO unveiled the trio as part of the company's forward-looking strategy, sending shockwaves through the industry. Few expected Ford to dive back into sedans, reimagine a classic nameplate as a budget-friendly micro truck, and introduce a Mustang that looks ready to take on sand dunes and mountain trails. This isn't just product expansion, it's a recalibration of Ford's identity, one that could redefine how Americans and global customers see the brand in the next decade. The 2026 Ford Ranchero, reinventing the affordable pickup. Ford's gamble with the Maverick proved wildly successful. Against the odds, the compact pickup resonated with American buyers who wanted an affordable, fuel-efficient truck that didn't sacrifice utility. In many ways, the Maverick revived a nearly forgotten niche. Now, Ford is doubling down by reviving another legendary nameplate, the Ranchero. The original Ranchero, introduced in 1957, blended car-like comfort with pickup practicality. It was part muscle car, part workhorse, a coupe utility vehicle that became an icon of its time. But the 2026 Ford Ranchero is not a retro throwback. Instead, it's a bold reinterpretation of the concept, a true subcompact pickup targeting urban dwellers, first-time buyers, and budget-conscious customers. Built for the future, not the past. The new Ranchero will be built on Ford's C2 platform, the same versatile architecture underpinning models like the Focus, Escape, and Bronco Sport. This means it will be smaller than the Maverick, one of the most compact trucks on the market. With a target starting price in the low $20,000 range, Ford is aiming to attract buyers who may never have considered a truck before. Base engine, 1.5-liter 3-cylinder, prioritizing efficiency and low running costs. Hybrid option, a 2.5-liter hybrid setup borrowed from the Maverick, delivering around 191 horsepower with class-leading fuel economy. Use case: light-duty hauling, DIY projects, small business tasks, perfect for urban buyers who need utility without bulk. Designed for urban life. Where the Maverick still feels like a small truck, the Ranchero embraces minimalism. Its tiny footprint makes it ideal for crowded cities where parking is scarce. Unlike crossovers, its open bed allows flexibility for hauling gear, bicycles, gardening supplies, or weekend adventure equipment. Inside, the Ranchero will emphasize function over luxury. Expect durable plastics, washable surfaces, and clever storage solutions. Tech will be present, but restrained, centered around Ford's Sync infotainment system and essential driver aids. This isn't a cut-cost design. It's a strategic product that offers just what's needed, nothing more. In fact, the Ranchero could end up stealing buyers from compact sedans and hatchbacks, offering more versatility at a similar price point. A global opportunity. Perhaps the Ranchero's biggest potential lies outside the US. In regions like Europe, South America, and Asia, full-size pickups are impractical. But a fuel-efficient, affordable micro truck? That's a game changer. Industry analysts believe the Ranchero could become one of Ford's most important global models, much like the Fiesta was in past decades. In South America, especially Brazil and Argentina, small utility vehicles already dominate. The Ranchero, with its modern design and Ford badge, could fit right in. In many ways, the Ranchero isn't just a new vehicle, it's Ford's bet that the micro truck will be the next automotive trend. The 2026 Ford Taurus, America's sedan revival. Perhaps the most shocking part of Ford's 2026 lineup is the return of the Taurus to North America. Just a few years ago, Ford famously announced it was abandoning sedans entirely, focusing instead on trucks and SUVs. Many saw it as a final nail in the coffin for the traditional American four-door. But the market told a different story. While Ford exited, rivals like Toyota, Camry, and Honda Accord kept selling hundreds of thousands of sedans annually. Clearly, there's still demand, especially among buyers who value affordability, fuel efficiency, and comfort. The 2026 Taurus is Ford's bold attempt to reclaim lost ground. Not just a rebadged import. Ford already sells a version of the Taurus in overseas markets like the Middle East and China. But the 2026 US model won't just be a carryover. Built on the C2 platform, it will be redesigned for American tastes, featuring a sleek fastback silhouette with sporty proportions, Mustang-inspired headlights and a bold new grille, shorter overhangs and a longer wheelbase for better interior space. The result? A sedan that looks upscale and modern, blending practicality with a dash of sportiness. Tech-focused interior inside, Ford is going all in on technology. The new Taurus will feature a 13.2-inch digital instrument cluster, a 13.2-inch infotainment screen, standard across most trims, an optional passenger display, similar to what Jeep and Ferrari have introduced, physical buttons for essential controls, climate and volume, keeping usability intact. This blend of digital sophistication and real-world functionality positions the Taurus as one of the most tech-friendly sedans in its class. Powertrain choices. Ford plans 3 engine options. 1.5-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, efficient and affordable. 2. Hybrid system, 205 horsepower, balancing performance with fuel savings. 3. 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder, 250 horsepower, for buyers who want more punch. The hybrid will use a CVT for maximum efficiency, while the other engines will pair with Ford's 8-speed automatic. Reclaiming the sedan segment. With a starting price between $25,000 to $30,000, the Taurus undercuts many competitors while offering more style and tech. Ford is clearly targeting younger families, commuters, and professionals who want an alternative to SUVs without sacrificing modern features. Industry observers see this move as Ford admitting that its all-SUV strategy was too narrow. The sedan market may not dominate like it once did, but it's still lucrative, and Ford wants back in. The 2026 Ford Mustang Raptor, the off-road pony car. If the Ranchero is about affordability and the Taurus about reclaiming tradition, the Mustang Raptor is about shock value. Ford is taking its most iconic nameplate, the Mustang, and transforming it into something nobody expected. An off-road sports car. On paper it sounds absurd. A lifted Mustang with skid plates and all-terrain tires, but Ford has a track record of turning crazy ideas into icons. Just look at the F-150 Raptor, which started as a niche performance truck and became a legend. Muscle meets off-road. The Mustang Raptor will feature serious hardware. Base engine, naturally aspirated 5.0 V8, around 480 to 500 horsepower. Raptor R, supercharged 5.2 to V8, producing 700+ horsepower. Drivetrain, ADD with a 10-speed automatic and advanced electronic differentials. Suspension, 2-inch lift, Fox Live valve adaptive shocks, extended control arms. Other features, underbody armor, skid plates, rugged fender cladding, and Raptor-branded grille. This Mustang won't be about drag strips, it'll be about dirt trails, dunes, and rocky climbs. Lifestyle and design inside, the Mustang Raptor will keep the Mustang DNA, but add Raptor-specific details. Reinforced, water-resistant upholstery, rubberized flooring, digital off-road displays, and custom graphics. A removable roof panel system, giving it a Jeep Wrangler-like vibe with Mustang performance. Pricing and rivals. With a starting price around $90,000, the Mustang Raptor isn't cheap. The Raptor R could exceed $110,000, placing it in exotic territory. But here's the kicker. There's nothing else like it from an American automaker. Its closest competitors are the Porsche 911 Dakar and Lamborghini Huracan Sterrato, cars that cost twice as much. Ford is positioning the Mustang Raptor as a more accessible off-road supercar, uniquely American and dripping with attitude. Expert insights. What analysts are saying. On the Ranchero, analysts see it as a potential global sales hit, especially in regions underserved by big pickups. It could become Ford's Fiesta for the modern era, says one auto strategist. On the Taurus, industry experts note that Ford is acknowledging past mistakes. The sedan market never died, it just evolved. The new Taurus shows Ford is learning from Toyota and Honda's playbook. On the Mustang Raptor, critics are divided. Some see it as genius, others as a gimmick. But most agree it will get attention, and in today's market, that's half the battle. Competition and the bigger picture. Ford isn't moving in a vacuum. General Motors has announced 6 major new models for 2026, including revivals of classic nameplates. Toyota and Hyundai continue to push hybrids and EVs aggressively. The market is heating up, and Ford knows it needs bold moves to stay competitive. These 3 vehicles aren't just about filling gaps. They're about creating buzz, winning new buyers, and expanding globally. Conclusion: a new era for the Blue Oval. With the 2026 Ranchero, 2026 Taurus, and 2026 Mustang Raptor, Ford is proving it's not afraid to take bold risks. Each model targets a different type of buyer. Ranchero, affordable urban utility. Taurus, a return to mainstream sedan buyers. Mustang Raptor, a halo car that redefines performance. Together, they represent a company willing to break boundaries, challenge assumptions, and write a new chapter in American automotive history. If Ford succeeds, 2026 could be remembered as the year the Blue Oval reinvented itself for a new generation of drivers across the globe.